Yeah. Yeah, it is how I feel. Yeah. You go under. Absolutely. I know in church, everybody said, oh, yeah, absolutely. That's wonderful. Yeah.
different being up there on the Maryland versus the Bible Belt. We had a church almost on every block.
Okay. Hi. I already talked to you. How's it going? Good to see you again.
I lived in Jones.
Are you passing here? Just like a community job, like when you ever
They graduate, most of them graduate in the spring. And they wanted to stay around here. One of the people
last Thursday, just go move.
That's a goal or something.
Are you serious?
I know. With the amount of money that comes in now, you for prayers. Oh yeah. And yes, he doesn't have that kind of money.
I told him, I'm gonna get it because I've seen it on camera. I got up with stuff. That's why I was surprised.
Oh, really?
Yes, anyway.
I did hear that.
I get some next week. Not next week, my next week.
Okay, now, well, if I pay him, I know it's busy. It's better than it is. And it's for his. Wow. Hello there. How are you? I was there to serve breakfast because
Welcome to Howard Community College's Horowitz Visual and Performing Arts Center. Out of courtesy to your fellow guests, as well as to those on stage, please take a moment to silence your phone. Personal photography and video recording are not permitted unless otherwise noted. For your safety, please note your nearest exit. In the event of an emergency, Horowitz Center staff members will assist you. Thank you for joining us today. We hope to see you again soon.
Now I'm live. See how that works? It's magic. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. On behalf of Dr. Calvin Ball, our County Executive, and the Office of Human Rights and Equity, and our MLK Commission, I would like to welcome you to the 2026 MLK celebration. My name is Lakeisha McClendon, and I am your administrator for the Office of Human Rights and Equity. We are so excited to have you here with us tonight. I would like to begin by acknowledging our elected officials who join us this evening. We are grateful for your presence, of our federal, state, and local elected officials, members of the Howard County Council, the Board of Education, constituent officers, and all of our public servants who continue to lead and serve our community. Could you please stand and just be acknowledged if you're here with us today? Thank you. At this time, it is my honor to introduce Dr. Matthew Quino, a respected faith leader, educator, and community servant whose work reflects the principles of Dr. King that he championed. Dr. Quino has dedicated his life to uplifting communities through service, moral leadership, and steadfast commitment to justice. Dr. Quino is a graduate of the University of Rhode Island, where he made history as the youngest commencement speaker at the university. He went on to earn his Master's of Divinity from Princeton Theological Seminary and his PhD from Howard University. He previously served as a youth pastor at Celebration Church, and then he went on to serve as lead pastor at Solid Rock Community Church. Now he's returned to Howard County as he serves as the executive pastor at Celebration Church, a role that he has held for the last year. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Matthew Quino.
Jr., minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ, a prophet
I want to honor our current chair of the commission by just reading you a little bit about his bio as I call him up to give us a couple of words. And it is his last commission, so we're going to give him a big old round of applause when we finish this. Mr. Kurt Wall brings almost 38 years of distinguished law enforcement experience, having served as with the FBI Laboratory Division in DC, the Howard County Police Department, as well as the Howard County Sheriff's Office. A proven leader in the field, Kurt has demonstrated exceptional expertise in managing complex investigations, fostering community policing initiatives, and developing high-performing teams. He served on this commission for 7 years, and with the last 3 years as chairperson. I just want to thank him for sacrificing his time and his commitment to public service. Can you join me in giving this gentleman a round of applause? Mr. Wall?
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. And I have to acknowledge my beautiful wife, Stephanie Ann Wall. Welcome to the 2026 Martin Luther King Jr. celebration, everybody. I want to express my gratitude to my fellow commissioners, the Office of Human Rights and Equity, and the Howard Community College. Congratulations to the winners. And a heartfelt thank you to those parents and those guardians, the Howard County School System, and the educators for your participation and your support. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is not solely about honoring the man himself or just a day off. It symbolizes a much larger cause, the ongoing struggle for civil rights and social justice in America. The fight for equality is far from over. Even today, racial discrimination and systemic inequality persist in areas like education, housing, and law enforcement. By celebrating Martin Luther King Jr. Day, we recognize the work that still lies ahead. This day is a powerful call to action that urges individuals to raise their voices and use their platforms to combat injustice and advocate for change. It also serves as an opportunity for intentional community service. Intentional community service and reflection on how we can further progress towards true justice and equality. Remember, we all possess the power to shape a better world for future generations. It's now my pleasure to introduce this evening the Master of Ceremonies, Nathaniel Clark, who is a 10th grade student at River Hill High School. All right. And one of our 2025-2026 student commissioners, Nathaniel Clark.
Thank you. It is an honor for me to serve today as your Master of Ceremonies. I'm excited to celebrate Dr. King with you all. Honor guards play a significant role in solemn and celebratory events, representing respect and reverence. They honor the person or the event being celebrated, and in this context, they acknowledge both Dr. King's enormous contributions to Howard County, as well as society as a whole, and the commitment of Howard County's public service agencies, including the Sheriff's Office, Fire Department, and Police Department, to uphold Dr. King's values of justice, equality, and service when serving and protecting our community. Please stand as we have the presentation of colors, and following this, we will have the national anthem sung by Gabrielle Jackson.
will say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you to Howard County's Honor Guard as well as Gabrielle Jackson. There has been a change of plans this evening, so I would ask that you all remain standing and join us in singing Lift Every Voice and Sing, led by Gabrielle Jackson.
Can everybody please join me in song? If you know it, sing it, please. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Sing a song full of the praise that the present has brought us. I sing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died, yet with a steady beat and at our weary feet come to the place for which our Father sighed. We have come, tread the way that with tears has been watered. We have come, treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered. straight from the places our God where we met thee. Lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadow beneath thy hand, may we forever stand true to our God, true to our native land, our land.
You may all be seated. Thank you, Gabrielle Jackson, for that amazing rendition. And now, I'm honored to bring to the stage our county executive, Dr. Calvin Ball.
Good evening, family. It's quite an honor to be here with you today to commemorate the life, the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr., and also to embrace what more we can do. I want to start off by thanking the Office of Human Rights and Equity and everyone who helped put this ceremony together. Please give them a big round of applause. I would also like to challenge each and every one of us, as Dr. King often would. For I believe that in these days and times, we too often live in a world of what I would deem performative outrage. And I don't mean the kind of sick and tired of being sick and tired that Fannie Lou Hamer talked about, because she registered hundreds of people to vote. You see, she ran for office, she tried to vote, and after she failed the test to be able to vote, was fired by her boss. She was on the front lines doing the good work of the things that she talked about, that she believed in. And I feel that far too often we forget the lessons that Dr. King taught us. You see, when he talked about the most persistent and urgent question, he talked about, what are we doing for others? When he talked about where to stand, it was not in times of convenience or comfort, but where will we stand in times of challenge, controversy? And when he saw a world that was divided, he asked, how can I model inclusion and acceptance to create real change in the world? In each of those, there is a singular thread that weaves together the premise. What you gonna do about it? And I'm not just talking about the Facebook warriors that we often see. It is easy to be outraged on Facebook, and now you don't even have to put your real name out there. I'm saying, if you are concerned about our children being hungry, have you gone off and paid one of them lunch debts? Have you even just put the $15, $20 in to join the local PTA if you're concerned about the future of that school? If you are truly concerned about our homeless brothers and sisters, have you gone on a point-in-time count to go to where they are and have a conversation with them? Bring them some warm socks. Let them know that they are seen and they are loved and they are children of God. I want us to enjoy this beautiful ceremony today. And it is thus far and will continue to be a beautiful ceremony. But even more than that, I want us to walk away with the fire rekindled of hope and of accountability and personal responsibility. I want us to ask the questions that Dr. King asked of himself and of those around him. Those questions about what more we can do. I want us today, on what would be the 75th birthday of Elijah Cummings, to ask, as he would say, Lottie, Dottie, and everybody, what do you need? How can I help my brother, my sister? How can I make sure that you can do a little bit better? Because we all have a charge that is greater than all others. And that's to love one another. And so let us continue to lead with love. Let us continue as we look in the mirror or as we face whoever we see as our divine power. And we are asked, where were you when my child needed you? Hopefully we can all, with pride, with confidence, say we were by their side. God bless you and thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ball. Next, we are going to hear from our Howard County Council Chair, Dr. Opal Jones.
He was looking for me backstage. Maybe I should have been back there with the VIPs. Good evening, everyone. I want to spend a moment to thank the county executive, Dr. Ball, for all of the amazing work that he's done. And when I last heard him speak at the Martin Luther King breakfast hosted by Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated here in Howard County, he spoke on this being his last year as Howard County executive. And although I wouldn't want to steal his thunder, I just want to take a moment to give him a round of applause for all that he's done. Thank you to the other elected officials here. On behalf of the County Council, I'm here to bring brief remarks. The other County Council member with me this evening is Councilmember Deb Young, if you would give her a round of applause. Also on the council is Councilmember Christiana Rigby, Councilmember Liz Walsh, and Councilmember David Youngman, who couldn't make it this evening. I want to give a moment to say thank you to the commission for putting such a wonderful affair together. It is indeed a pleasure to be here. Thank you to all the commissioners and what you've done thus far and what you will do for the remainder of your term. Thank you. I want to give a special thank you to Ms. Gabrielle Jackson. I think that was the first time in my life I've seen someone perform the national anthem, go backstage like she was done, come back for the Negro National Anthem. Let's give her a round of applause. And I also want to thank her for challenging me because so we all pretty much had the first verse down, but when that second verse hit, it had been a minute on the second verse. And the third verse, we all came back together. I heard those around me. So thank you for that challenge, Miss Gabrielle Jackson. And for those that put the words up at the very end, like we didn't need them a few minutes before, so thank you for that. I want to thank my beautiful wife and my beautiful daughter who are both in attendance tonight. Will you please give them a round of applause? Our baby boy, who is 10, he wanted to stay home. He's an avid football player and baseball player. He wanted to stay home and watch the playoffs. So we let him. He's getting a little bit older, but he's going to be so mad that he missed this event, as well as the Caribbean food. Wasn't it amazing? Please, let's give it up for that food. Oh, my God. I'd like to thank the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr., his immeasurable service, his work, as well as his family. I often lose track and lose sight of how young he was when he was assassinated. As I am now older than that age, do you realize he did not even make it to his 40th birthday? I know you know that, but to hear it and to understand it, given all that he had done, all that he accomplished, and how his presence is still with us today is absolutely amazing. A short life, a very short life, but what he accomplished in less than 40 years, absolutely immeasurable. So I'm gonna be brief today and piggyback on all those that spoke before me, but I just wanna encourage each of you, especially for our winners of awards here this evening, the younger ones, to have a little bit of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in you each and every day. Whatever your passion, whatever you strive to do it with fervor, with passion, with love, and with focus, as Dr. Martin Luther King did. And I also want to take a moment to encourage our young folk, and us as well, but especially those winning awards tonight, to study your history, to please go read a book, not just AI, not just Claude or ChatGPT. I'm impressed with the way you consume information. It is absolutely astounding. The way you learn and the way 10 and 15 and 20-year-olds will learn 100 years from now. We can't even think of the technology that will be there. But please go study your history. Read it from beginning to end, because there are those, some who are running this country, that may try to change history. History doesn't change, thankfully. So if you read it and you study it, you'll know it to be true. Because it doesn't matter if the bust of Dr. Martin Luther King was removed from the White House. History won't change who he is, who he was to us. It doesn't matter who wants to ignore the fact that tomorrow is a federal holiday. It won't change the fact. It won't change the fact, no matter who tries to rewrite history with modern day narratives, the history won't change, but you must read it for yourself. You must study it. You must know it, because if not, someone will tell you something and you won't know if it's right or wrong. So please read, please continue to do research on yourself, your background, your heritage, the history of this country, where you came from, where your ancestors came from. It's super duper important for your future and for the future of us all. So I want to congratulate you all on behalf of the Howard County Council. Thank you so much for having us. And please, please continue to study your history, because there are those who wish to rewrite it. Thank you.
Thank you, Council Chair Jones, for that amazing testament to Dr. King's legacy, as well as advice for the future regarding not just all of us, but especially those who are here winning awards tonight. Now we will hear a poem by our Howard County Youth Poet Laureate, Penny Tofig.
My poem tonight is titled The Advocate. The advocate is peaceful. He is gentle in a way that opposes all logic. He rises again when shoved down. The advocate uses his voice with power. He speaks not with volume, but with passion. He makes his voice heard with his purpose. His words defy a wave of hate. The advocate is a fighter. He shields those who cannot shield themselves. He braves the unforgiving world for a tomorrow full of grace. If the advocate were here today, would he feel the blanket of peace that he wove? Would he hear his voice echoing back through the white noise? Would he smell the fire that fueled his fight all those years ago? Do we carry the banner of his legacy into every battle through obstacle and victory? Would he smile at us, not because the war is won, but because we haven't stopped pursuing equality? Let us lead a life that would make him grin for a dream come true. Let us cry out that we will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream.
Thank you, Penny, for your powerful poem. At this time, I would now like to invite co-chairs for the Living the Dream Awards Committee, Kurt Wall and Jennifer Natoy Claiborne, to the stage to introduce the winners of the 2026 Living the Dream Awards.
Good evening. I'm Jennifer Natoy Claiborne, co-chair for the Living the Dream Awards.
Hi, I'm Kurt Wall again, also the co-chair for the Living a Dream Award.
The Living a Dream Award recognizes individuals and organizations that promote the teachings and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. through community involvement.
We have awarded 2 individual Living the Dream Award to young people who have demonstrated a strong commitment to embodying the teachings of Dr. Martin Luther King through leadership and service. The first award goes to Jasleen Utani, an 11th grader at Glenelg High School, for her work as a vice chair for the Howard County Student Community Equity Committee, working directly with the central office staff to promote diversity, equity, and inclusion across the district, ensuring equitable access and fair treatment to all students. The second student award goes to Ellison Taylor, an 8th grader at Connolly School of the Holy Child, for being a member of her school Justice, Peace, and Compassion Council, where she helps plan service initiatives and student dialogue. Let's congratulate Jasleen and Ellison for the 2026 Student Living the Dream Awards.
I have the pleasure of presenting the Living the Dream Organization Award to Luminous Network, based in Columbia, Maryland. The Luminous Network is an immigration legal services nonprofit providing essential legal support to refugees, asylum seekers, asylees, and immigrants for 45 years. They offer community outreach for immigrants and community members to understand and know their rights. They advocate for the rights of immigrants in the country, in the county, and the state of Maryland, with more than 1 in 5 Howard County residents being foreign-born. Lumina's impact is significant and necessary in addition to the multilingual immigration legal services that Luminous provides to all immigrant populations in the community. With special acknowledgement to the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s civil rights legacy of nonviolent resistance to oppressive authority, Luminous has been conducting constitutional rights trainings, know your rights trainings, and bystander trainings for the residents of Howard County and Central Maryland. These sessions serve to bolster the community's understanding of their constitutional rights and that they apply to all people within the borders of the United States, regardless of their citizenship, race, or immigration status. Accepting the award are Lucy Reyna and Ana Palacios. Congratulations. Thank you for your service.
Congratulations again to the Living the Dream Award winners. Now, I'd like to introduce Dr. Diane Martin as well as James Hollywood III, who are the Martin Luther King Jr. Essay Contest Committee chairs.
Hello, I am Dr. Diane Martin, chair of the Essay Contest. This year, students were asked to respond to the following prompt: how can I model inclusion and acceptance to create change in the real world?
Hello, I am Commissioner James Earl Hollywood III, member of the Essay Contest Committee. We were extremely impressed by all the essays. Here's the 2026 middle school winner. First place, Deshauna Kaka, 8th grade, Patuxent Valley Middle School. She cannot be with us tonight, so we want to acknowledge Deshauna Kaka.
And here are the 2026 high school winners. Second place, Dominique Yee. She's a 10th grader. He's a 10th grader from Reservoir High School. Let's give him a round of applause. First place essay winner is Grace Barker, 10th grader from River Hill High School. Thank you.
Congratulations to our essay contest winners. We will now have the presentation of the Elementary Poster Contest Awards by Chair of the Poster Contest Committee, Brett Vess, and Commissioner Tina Horn.
Hello, I'm Brett Vess, and I serve as the co-chair of the Poster Contest Committee. Howard County is full of talented young people, so every year the selection committee has a difficult job choosing the winners.
Agreed. It was a very hard task, but those students showed us through their artwork how Howard County can be more welcoming to people from all backgrounds. The winners of the 2026 Elementary Poster Contest are, in second place, I see you, there you are, Shahir Ahmed Abbasi, 4th grade, Holyfield Station Elementary School. In first place, Miss Kono Page Olawakoko. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Olawakoko. 5th grade, Thunderhill Elementary School.
Congratulations, everyone. And here are the winners of the middle school poster contest. And the winners are, 3rd place, Ellison Taylor, Connolly School of the Holy Child. For 2nd place, we have Amsal Shabir Abbasi from Patapsco Middle School, an 8th grader. In first place, we have Reese Adderton from Clarksville Middle School, a 6th grader.
Getting my steps in. Congratulations to all of our elementary and middle school winners. Here are the winners of the high school poster contest. In 3rd place, Haley Hyde of 11th grade from Long Reach High School.
Second place, Carter Shorts, 11th grade, also from Long Reach High School. And in first place, Morgan Roscoe, 9th grade. There we go. Glenelg Country School.
Congratulations to all of our poster contest winners. Can we get another round of applause for those amazing posters? Thank you. At this time, we will now bring co-chairs Daima Lewis as well as Margaret Stevens to the stage to introduce our oratory contest winners.
Good evening, everyone. The Student Oratory Contest engages students with Dr. King's teachings, promotes critical thinking, and encourages public speaking. It honors Dr. King's contributions and empowers students to express their perspectives on social justice. Our 2026 winners shared how they've personally contributed towards our county's well-being. I am pleased to announce the winner of the MLK Middle School Oratory Contest is Ja Ha Ho. Juha is a 6th grade student at Clarksville Middle School. Congratulations, Juha.
Good evening, I'm Margaret Stevens. The high school oratory contest second place winner is Chima Lum Okali, a 9th grade Marriott Ridge High School student. Congratulations to the winners. Now you will have an opportunity to hear an excerpt from the first place speeches. First, you will hear from Jahuha, followed by Shravika Bola. We'd also like to introduce prior
The first place winner of the MLK High School Oratory Contest is Shravika Bola, 11th grade student at Mount Hebron High School. Please come forward.
Shavika is not here with us tonight, so we will have Jahu come forward to.
Before I begin, I would just like to thank the committee. It's an honor being here. We must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. Hi, everyone. My name is Jua Ho, and I'm a 6th grader at Clarksville Middle School. And today, I'm here to talk about modeling inclusion and acceptance to create real change. A while ago, I had the chance to play my violin at a nursing home. At first, I didn't want to participate. I felt nervous and unsure of myself. But once I started playing, something special happened. The grandmas and grandpas began to smile and sing along. The room filled with laughter and music, and I realized just how happy they were. By the time I had ended playing, I felt proud that I had helped bring joy to these people who don't often get to go outside or see visitors. I would also like to share my experience of visiting an orphanage in Vietnam with my parents. I felt nervous at first because I didn't know the language there. The kids there didn't have many toys, so when I brought out a box of Legos, their faces lit up. Even though we couldn't talk with words, we still built castles, cars, and funny shapes, laughing and pointing at each other as we played. We stayed there for 4 days, and when it was time for us to leave, I wish I could stay there longer. It made me realize how little things can make people so happy. I also learned that nothing grand has to be said, or no machado in this case, to connect with others. It's about what we do in sincerity. From these experiences, I learned that inclusion isn't always easy. It often means stepping out of our comfort zones and facing our fears or discomfort. But when we do, we can help others feel valued and respected, no matter who they are or what they have. Even though I am still young, I now understand that real change starts with small actions. Sharing music, offering company, or even bringing someone a cup of water can make a difference. Most of all, I don't have to be in Vietnam or a nursing home. I can do things in everyday moments. Inclusion and acceptance begins with each of us, and together we can build a kinder and more caring world. Thank you.
That was excellent. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Hemant Katedi, and I'm a sophomore at Howard High School. Each year, high schools compete to see who can collect the most amount of food to donate to the Howard County Food Bank. 5 schools participated in this year's food drive, and you can see the full list of participating schools in your program book.
The high schools collectively raised 1,638 pounds of food for the Howard County Food Bank. The commission and the food bank are appreciative of the participation of each high school who participated. The winning high school collected 1,302 pounds of food. Please join us in congratulating the 2026 High School Food Drive winner, Glenegg High School.
Will a representative from Glen Elk High School join us on stage at this time?
We have anyone from Glen Elk High School present to accept the award?
If not, let's give one more big round of applause to Glen Elk High School.
We will take the award to the school to present it to them. Thank you. Great job, Glen Elk.
Way to go, Glen Elk High School. That was so much food that we were able to raise, and I'm sure that it will be useful. At this time, I'd now like to introduce our keynote speaker, Mr. Gregory Yancey, who is Chief of Staff of Community Initiatives in Governor Westmore's office. In this capacity, he has the opportunity to advance issues, events, and infrastructure to ensure that no one in our state of Maryland is left behind. He's an attorney, a minister, an author, and a community warrior. Mr. Yancey is a graduate of the University of Maryland at College Park, as well as Georgetown University's Law Center. Let's give him a warm welcome.
I tried to move my mountain, and I couldn't push it even an inch closer to the sea. And even though I couldn't move my mountain moved me. You see, people stopped and stared at my struggle. They couldn't help but to pause, wondering what possessed this crazy person to press this crazy cause. The task was too big, too heavy, and my hands were way too feeble. And though I failed to move my mountain, I moved a mountain of people. Together we blazed trails and paved roads so the mountain was no longer a barrier. We scaled the summit, took territory, and claimed the entire area. And though I failed to move my mountain, that injustice moved me. Your task may be too big, too heavy, and your hands might be too feeble. And though you might fail to move your mountain, you can still move a mountain of people. If you're unable to move your mountain, you can still inspire a mountain of people. Tonight we are gathered here to honor the life legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He might not have moved the mountains of hatred, the mountains of racism, the mountains of ignorance into the sea, but he moved the mountain of people. And he definitely stomped that mountain of bus segregation, but that's another story. The nonviolent man knew how to throw punches to a system of injustice and racism. First and foremost, I want to thank the Office of Human Rights and Equity for hosting this. And just to see the seeds that you have sown in our youth, they are naturally going to be doing this for generations and generations to come. And so grateful and thankful that you have put this together. There will be a footnote in history, and some of you may have already seen it, honoring our county executive. And that footnote is note of a major footstep, that our county executive, the first African-American to become county executive. And what that meant to so many of us, that this county that had a history of racial apartheid, that the majority would come together and vote for a minority. I know that's a footnote, but that meant so much to us. It means so much. And even our governor, for our state to elect Governor Westmore. In our playgrounds and schools, we can see little black boys and little black girls playing with little white boys and little white girls. In so many ways, we are living the dream. I know things can be better, but in many ways, we're living the dreams that our ancestors cast. We see moments in our nation's history, where our judiciary made judgments, where our legislative branch passed laws, where our executive branch enforced laws for justice, equality. Times we were living the dream of our ancestors, but there's still so much more we can do, and so much better. I just want to go to, I know we're talking about Dr. King, and I just want to go to 1963 for a moment. 1963 was a tumultuous year. In April 1963, Dr. King was arrested, and some of us have read, and I encourage you if you have not, the letters from the Birmingham jail. In June of 1963, Medgar Evers, civil rights activist, was killed in his driveway. And then in August of 1963, we have seen the clips of the I Have a Dream speech. And I want to take a moment to talk about some of the things that have been leading up to that. Because it's a wonderful moment in hearing the Catons and how he's talking about I have a dream. But that was a very chaotic time leading to this peaceful demonstration. There was so much fear. There was so much fear that people thought that it was going to be shooting. You can't have this demonstration. There were prior marches in Washington, 1920s, 1930s, 1940s, 50s. But this one was going to be the 100th anniversary of the Emancipation Proclamation. This one was planned as a demonstration. People were afraid that the intentionality of this was to embarrass our nation that was at grips with communism. And how dare these individuals pick this time and this moment to have a demonstration. There was so much concern in our nation that many of the prisoners and inmates in DC jails were even received early release because they wanted to save space to lock up these demonstrators. They were afraid that the White House was ready to pull the plug in case anyone said anything that was out of line, anything that could evoke or get people to start fighting. And even if they didn't, what about the counter demonstrations? What were they going to bring out here in Washington, D.C., which we have seen over and over again in the South? This wasn't, I know we see parts of the clips, but there was a lot of fear and anguish leading into this. And I just want to give you a little bit of the first part of the speech, because we see the last part. We hear the dream. But before that part, he talked about the reality. So here's an excerpt. 5 years ago, a great American, in whose symbolic shadow we stand today, signed the Emancipation Proclamation. Talking about Lincoln. This momentous decree is a beacon of light to hope of millions of Negro slaves who have been seared in flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of captivity. But 100 years later, the Negro is still not free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still badly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty in the midst of a vast ocean of material prosperity. 100 years later, the Negro is languished in the corners of American society and finds himself in exile in his own land. So we've come here today to dramatize a shameful condition. In a sense, we've come to our nation's capital to cash a check. When the architects of our republic wrote the magnificent words of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, they were signing a promissory note that all men, yes, black men as well as white men, will be guaranteed the unalienable right of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Then he goes on to say, we must forever conduct our struggle on a high plane of dignity. We must not allow our creative protests to degenerate into violence. That was the reality then, and the vestiges of American apartheid. Many of them still remain. But for parts of the dream that were fulfilled, they came with a cost: blood, sweat, and tears, which is still the price that we must pay today. With inflation, blood, sweat, and tears for liberty, freedom, equality. History tells us in 1963, a little bit later, John F. Kennedy was assassinated. In 1965, Malcolm X was assassinated. King and RFK in 1968 would be killed too. but as a result of the stands that they took, that in 1964 Civil Rights Act, through blood, sweat, and tears. That was the cost of that promissory note of freedom and equality, blood, sweat, and tears. And we are here today living many fulfilled dreams that came at that cost. And we're going to contribute our part. And I know some of you are saying which fluid you don't want to necessarily spill. But that's where we put in the sweat and the tears. Hopefully it doesn't get to that. Sweat and tears. Today we face mountains and heinous challenges. It's daily. We see the erosion of basic civil rights and the amplification of authoritarianism. Open displays of Nazism. Open displays of Nazism where it is celebrated. Voter intimidation, detention and deportation of immigrants in the absence of due process, chokeholds on free speech, freedom of assembly, freedom of religion, and definitely freedom of the press. People being deported and detained to countries they don't even know, have never even experienced. And the perpetual sale of snake oil to the American people that somehow, if we stand on immigrants, we'll be a little bit taller. If we somehow bash transgender people, we'll get a little bit stronger, gain some kind of muscle from that. Living the dream is not a passive act, it's a choice, it's a discipline, it's a commitment to justice. It's a commitment to righteousness. It's a commitment to what is good. It is a commitment to humanity. In some way, somehow, we're also dealing with mass weapons of misinformation. And to be blunt, we have to make sure that our butts outnumber their bots. There's a financial imbalance. But I say to you all today, don't get discouraged, Human Rights Commission. We have mountains to move, but we will move them. I say to you, do not get discouraged, our Asian American Pacific Islander Commission. We have promissory notes to cash in. I say don't get discouraged, our LGBTQIA+ Commission. The moral arc of the universe points to justice. And our youth, you inspired me today. All that you said and all that you did. I want you to get used to these stages because you belong on them. I want you to get used to these awards because you deserve it. And I also want you to not take on anyone telling you any fear, any intimidation about your dreams and what you can do and what you can accomplish. You are living the dream. And we are inspired by you. Thank you all.
Thank you for that moving keynote address from Mr. Yancey. At this time, I would like to now invite the commissioners, Jennifer Natoy Claiborne, as well as Algie Marvel, to the stage to introduce our day of service and tell us all about it. Thank you.
Please join us tomorrow for the MLK Holiday Commission Day of Service at the Harriet Tubman Cultural Center from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. And don't forget to drop off donations. I would also like to recognize all members of the Divine Nine and the Howard County Junior League in attendance tonight, because without them, this food drive would not be possible. Will the members please stand if you're here?
tonight, and we would like to thank everyone for coming out tonight. And again, please, if you can, join us tomorrow at the Harriet Tubman Cultural Center, and that's from 1 to 4, and please try to bring a donation.
At this time, I would like to thank our caterer, Caribbean, as well as our receptionist, keyboardist, Pastor Jarrett Baker. And finally, thank you to every single one of you for sharing this special celebration of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s life and legacy with us. I know that his legacy and teachings will move on through all of you as we have celebrated today. So at this time, will you please join us in singing "We Shall Overcome," guided by Randy Roberts.
Good evening, everybody. Let's give a hand clap for a life well lived for the great one and only Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Thankful for Howard County, the Office of Human Rights and Equity. Thank you for allowing us to share. You know, they used to sing this song back in the day, and at some point in time, it's my prayer and my desire that the words will totally be true. Anybody agree with me? We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Ooh, 'cause deep in my heart said I believe that we shall overcome someday. We will live in peace. Anybody want to live in peace? Yeah. We shall live in peace. Mm-hmm. We shall live in peace someday. Deep within my heart, I believe we shall live in peace one day. And you all coming with me on, we'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand someday. Oh, deep in my, oh, I do believe we'll walk hand in hand someday. Last time, we shall overcome. Oh, we shall overcome. Come on, lift it up. We shall overcome. Yes, we will. We shall overcome. Overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, said I do believe we shall overcome someday.
Thank you. Good night. Safe travels. Be safe in the traffic and the weather. You want a shot?